All right, let's talk pricing. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in beautiful, sunny, a little bit cool South Georgia. Hope y'all are having a great day today. It is Saturday here. Obviously be the middle of next week before you get this video. But anyway, today is one of those days. Well, actually, I do want to talk about something. Y'all remember these? These Carhartt gloves? I don't remember what model or anything they were. I showed y'all the tag in the video when I bought them. But they just got like some kind of leather palm to them. If they get wet now, they get stiff. But I'm going to tell you what, man. I love those gloves. For them to be as protective as they are, like if you're pulling out stickers or briars or working in roses or whatever, they really protect well. But they're also, I mean, they're pretty flexible. I don't know if I can put it on going down the road with one hand, but I mean, you can really work with them well. You know, I mean, as far as pulling stuff, picking up stuff. Of course, it's not 100 degrees out, so it's not super hot. You know, they'd probably be kind of warm, I guess, but they're working good for that, and they're not tearing up, man. These other gloves I get, you use them a couple of weeks and they're shot, but you know, they only cost a couple of dollars a pair, $3, $4. I think them was 20-something dollars, I believe, but they doing a job so far. So speaking of that, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to work on landscape. I'm headed up to the bank, one of the banks, one of the credit unions, and just want to tidy up the landscape. I did the front a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now, and but I did not really work around back, and so I really want to get over there and do some cleanup around back and trim up a few things, which reminds me, yeah, I might have one battery for my Sawzall. That's it. I didn't put any batteries in here. Man, that's kind of why I wish I had an enclosed trailer. Because on an enclosed trailer, I put everything that needs to be charged on the wall and have one cord coming out the trailer, and when you back it up, plug it in, and everything's always there and it's charged. You know what I mean? Can't be leaving that stuff out on an open trailer. But anyway, it's all good. I'll make it work one way or another. I got enough tools that I can do it a different way if I need to, so just maybe won't be doing it the way I'd normally do it. But anyway, I'm gonna go clean up some landscape. So this is really a day with no real schedule, not even any real agenda. I mean, I got a couple of things there that I want to do that'll probably take 30 minutes, but me knowing me, I'll go somewhere and say, well, I'm just gonna trim, like I'm gonna trim up those sagos, and I'm gonna trim up those couple of hedges, and that's it. And then 2.5 hours later, I'm still out there working. Now, this is part of a contract, so I get paid, you know, I get paid the same thing every month, 12 months out of the year. I figured up how much this job was worth, divided it by 12. They pay me equal payments. So it's not like I go up here and if I'm getting paid for what I do today. This is just a part of keeping it maintained and looking good. And I do have a couple of areas we've been so busy, they've never complained. And I think compared to what they were getting before, the way their stuff was maintained before, it looks excellent, okay? But there's a couple of things that I've just noticed riding by there that I'm like, oh man, that don't look good. That's not a good look there, you know? And so my goal is you know, to be in a situation where they don't ever have to call me and say, hey, when we gonna trim this stuff, you know what I mean? So I'll probably do one more trim here at the bank around the front, you know, and maybe in a few weeks. There's my partner there. In a few weeks, maybe a month, sometime in November probably. And then I probably won't have to do anything with it again until about February. In February will be when we do the mulch. February, March, and trim all the, murder all the crepe myrtles, and we do all that stuff. And then before I do that, I go the weekend before and I trim everything back hard. That way you ain't got to worry about all the stuff laying in the bed and all that kind of stuff. Or sometimes I go the day before, like on this one, because I don't want it looking shabby for 3 or 4 days. And I go the day before and I trim it out real good, get everything like I want it. Then we come in the next day on a day that usually try to, last year we did it like on President's Day or something, where they were closed on the weekend and closed on Monday. So my work there, and we're going now to bi-weekly on the cut. So our work there, for the most part, is about done until we come around into mulching and tree trimming and all that. I mean, we'll still cut it bi-weekly, but there's not really anything to cut. Pick up trash, trim it, edge it, and then just run over it. So that's what we got going today. I might be able to get in a situation where I get y'all a little bit of footage. I'm always a little bit careful recording, around a financial institution for obvious reasons, because they're recording me, and there's a lot of people in and out of there. So I try to be real careful with that. But anyway, if not, I'll at least get you some before and after. So let me get off here. I'll check back with you when I get there. I've already done one section like this, but see, it's just little sections like this. See, you got those little shoots off the crepe myrtle that don't look good. And then those just, they just need to be shaped up. There's another one over there. So these are the little pods kind of I'm running around trying to work on and get cleaned up. All right, I don't know, just a second ago if you remember what those look like, but we definitely got them shaped up a lot, also cleaned up a lot over there. And I'm actually over here cleaning up on all these hedges, and I'm not sure what that stuff is there that grows. It's just like stick stuff with a flower on it. Josh, or I don't know, Randall or some of them know what it is, but I'd never seen it till I came here to the bank, and then I went down on vacation in Florida, and it's got like a purple flower on it. Now I don't know if all of it does, but I noticed down there that they were just trimming it down like they would a hedge. And so that's what I started doing. And I pay for this picture this app and then I don't always use it. So in fact, it just renewed the other day. They took $20-something out of my account, or $19.99 or whatever it was. I'm just coming out here a little bit. I'm fixing to back my trailer over there where I'll be close to that stuff to pick it up. So let me get off here before I run over something. Watching them cameras, they may think I'm backing up in here to load up the safe, dude. Yeah. Roll my window down, man, so it can be cooling down in here. This last little bit I got here to clean up, that's all I got left to do. So anyway, I was going to show you a piece of this stuff. I guess it's okay to record up here. If not, I'm sure they'll end up telling me about it. But it's this stuff right here. See how it's got that purple flower on it? It blooms really, really nice in the spring, so I was just going ahead and cutting it back. And this didn't, it was only half this bed when I first started this, and it's just taking over. So anyway, let me get this stuff loaded up, man. I already got some debris on here. And get this stuff cleaned up and get out of here, man. All right, let's talk pricing. You can't see all the landscape here, so you don't really know the extent of what I'm pricing, but what I'm going to share with you really doesn't matter how big the area is. This is just kind of how you can come up with pricing. You can see all that stuff there. I just trimmed up that all that behind the office right there. Also did these over here at the other drive-through, trimmed them up. Now I did not do the sago palm. They got that doggone repo backed in there right on top of it, and it's not in bad shape, but I just want to clean up the bottom of it a little bit. And I also trimmed some. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. Now this is important. And I trimmed these up right here. Now look right there by that door. See the air conditioner, those plants. See how nice those plants all look. Now I need to come back and do the front. I mean, I usually alternate them. You see those plants by the door, right? And I'll explain something to you about that. You know who uses that door? The boss lady. Make sure I'm still recording. That thing like it had shut off. The boss lady uses that door, man. She parks right there and walks in. You always want that to look good. Now I'm not saying do that and neglect everything else, but if that don't look good, she's gonna be out looking at everything else, most likely. Actually, the majority, at least probably half the employees use that door. I don't know if it has to do with, you know, I don't know if you got to be at some kind of level to go in and out that door or what, but a lot of people use that door. I don't think so, because I know a new person that goes in there. It probably depends on which end their office is on, but anyway, so back to pricing. So I told y'all, what I had to do was come up with a price to keep that landscape up. And so basically what I charge them is about 2.5 hours a month. I mean, it's added into the per service. So what they wanted was a per service price times 42 services equals divided by 12. This is what we want to pay every month, which is totally fine with me. But I had to figure out, okay, this is how long it's going to take me to trim, edge, blow, mow. All right. But now I got to look at this landscape. Is this landscape? Am I going to be out here 5 hours a month? Am I going to be out here an hour a month? You know. And so what I decided on doing, you know, is I charged them, like I said, about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, something like that a month. And so I've done it different ways. When I'm cutting this property, and I hadn't been cutting it lately, Elro and 002 or either Z-Man have been doing it. But when I cut it, what I do is I cut it, like I might cut it, I kind of break that landscape up into maybe like 4 different areas, maybe 5. And every time I cut, I'll spend 20 minutes, 25 minutes just tidying up some stuff in one section. The way I figured the price, say, okay, if I had to come out here once a month and service these, you know, how long would I be there? So I was just there today. Ooh, that's a Skag and a Gravely on there. I was there today for, let me see now, I'm trying to think, 2 hours, yeah. Right about, not quite 2 hours. And I did half of it. Now I haven't done what I worked on today. I haven't probably messed with them in several months. So I could do half of it in about 2 to 3 hours. And so I can go, if I go out there every month, I'm trying to simplify this thing. I know I made this drawn out and confusing. If I go out there once a month, I can do half each time I go. So I can do the back one time, the back and the front and the sides another time, let's say. And that means that all the landscape will get tidied up every other month. So, and I think I'm in the ballpark on the pricing with it. That was the first big thing I ever quoted that I got. Now I quoted some other stuff, but I didn't get the jobs. And so that was my first real test. Now I did go up on it this past year just because of inflation and all. But anyway. Alright, well I'm going to get off of this thing. I'm going to go and dump this stuff off. And then I got to get to the house. And I'm going to chill out a little while, check, see what football's going on. And then we got our youth and young adults at the church tonight are doing what they call a senior adult ball. Everybody dresses up, they decorate the place, they seat us at tables, wait on us. We're having ribeyes tonight, and I don't know what else, and just have a lot of fun. So anyway, I got to be over there. Probably get over there about 4:45 or something. It starts at 5. So anyway, hey, I appreciate y'all tagging along today. I hope maybe, you know, if somebody's trying to monthly price, give somebody a yearly price, maybe this helps you break it down. You know, maybe it helps somebody some way. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.